So today on the run, we're going to talk about another one of my problems, which is being comfortable in situations, even if you're miserable in those situations, just because you're scared of change. But, of course, we're going to start off every day with me talking about the mistakes that I had made yesterday, mistakes that I made this morning, and what I've done to improve my life. Yesterday was a pretty good day. I would have to say that there wasn't too many mistakes that I had made, beyond the point of thinking the worst about stuff. That's a mistake that I made. Assuming stuff that I have no idea what's actually going on. And it's got a lot to do, with my ex still, and the fact that I do want her back, and that I do still love her. But the fact that she told me she didn't love me and didn't want to be with me anymore, and she wants to move on, is something that I still struggle with on a daily basis. I wake up every single morning in pain, in loneliness, sorrow, despair. But every morning I get better and better at getting up, dealing with the pain, and looking for the grateful things that I have in my life. I still get to take a breath. I still get to take a walk. I still get to see my kid, and I get to go out and I get to make money and do the things that I want to do, be happier. Yes, it sucks that she's not there. But if you continue to think the worst, like I do, if you continue to assume stuff that just isn't happening, why think that she is with somebody else? Why think that she is trying to create a relationship with somebody else? Why think that you don't matter to her anymore? Why just assume all this bad stuff? Why not accept the good moments and not act like they're bad moments? Why not accept the normal moments and not act like they're bad moments and think the worst, assume the worst, say the worst? I've gotten better at my action of talking and what I say. I've gotten better at not saying stuff is what I should be saying. Not overreacting, not over-explaining. It makes your life easier, but it doesn't make the pain easier. The pain is still there. It's a feeling that you're going to feel. I was with somebody for 6 years and friends with them for 3 years before. Now, that doesn't mean that our relationship just went from, knowing each other. A lot of our friendship was flirtatious, and it really wasn't learning about who we were or what we even wanted in life. And then we just hopped right into it. A few months of being together, and all of a sudden we had a baby. So we went from lust and enjoying the physical realm of ourselves to having a kid, and never actually having that fairy tale moment of learning who we are and actually falling in love. So when I wake up in the morning, this morning, I don't check my phone. I get up right at 6. Me and my kid, we do some stretching. We both take showers. We eat some breakfast. We have some laughs. Play a little bit. And then we call her mom. And her mom is staying at one of her friends' houses right now. and she didn't answer right away, and instantly thought the worst. Oh, she's with another guy. She doesn't want to answer the phone because she doesn't want to see that there's another guy. So we called back right away. She ended up answering, and I heard, a guy whisper. I have no idea if there was another guy in the room. I have no idea if it was the person that she's staying with. As the person she's staying with, it's a couple, a guy and a girl, and he might just been going in there and saying, hey, your phone's on, going off. But I assumed the worst. I thought the worst. I thought that she has moved on already, and even if she did, it's something that I'm going to have to get used to. It's something that I can't control, and I still have to be happy, even if I can't be happy with her. And so thinking the worst is something that I continue to do, and it's something that I want to forgive myself for, but I keep making the same mistake over and over and over. And it's not just about her. It's about people that are driving around, the store employees. When I go to do my ship stuff, they're sometimes very rude. Some of the people that I deliver to are extremely rude, and I don't give up. I don't stop doing what I want to do, and the actions seem to pay off in the end. People are, even though they're very rude through the beginning, they're very rude all the way up until I deliver their food, until I deliver their groceries. And once they have that, they see everything is there, and they see how nice I was being and how generous and very attentive. They tell me to have a wonderful night after I tell them. They say, thank you so much. I really appreciate you saying that. And just being nice and pushing through and doing the things that you want to do, being the person that you want to be, will bring joy to other people, no matter how much they want to fight, complain, and hurt. If you fight and complain and hurt with them, that's what's going to happen. That's what it's going to be. It's just fighting, complaining, and hurting. But if you're happy and you're joyous and you're being there for the people at their worst, as long as you don't let it affect your feelings, as long as you don't let it affect who you are, you will continue to be happy even when sad people are around. The environment of constantly being around it can change who you are. Don't surround yourself with sad people because you're happy and you want to make them happy. But if there is somebody in your life that is worth every moment of your life, then you have got to sometimes come down from your happiness and sit in the mud with them and just make them feel heard, understood, loved, and trusting. My biggest mistake over yesterday and this morning is thinking the worst, assuming the worst, and caring about stuff that I don't have control over. My life is getting better, more organized. I am starting to see a future. Now I can't look too far into the future because then I start assuming, thinking the worst, thinking that she's never going to be there, that we'll never be back together, thinking that and to be honest, I shouldn't even be thinking about that stuff. I should be thinking about how I'm going to better myself and the things that I'm going to do, the steps I'm going to take, creating goals, writing stuff down. And if we end up getting back together, or if I meet another person, then I'll actually be ready to have a relationship, to be able to have the love, the comfort, the consolement for the other person and in myself. Not having to conceal my feelings or who I am. Go out and enjoy musicals, go to dance classes, go to singing classes, be the person that I want to be. Not be afraid of who I am because I don't want to be judged. Unfortunately, through a lot of my childhood, and as most people go through, high school students can be fucking rude. Well, just because they're mean doesn't mean they get to change who you are. If you love to do something, if you love to go to musicals, I haven't been to a musical since like the 10th or 11th grade. The last time that I went, I got teased by a bunch of people, made fun of, called, a bunch of different names. And a lot of them were like gay slurs. And even for a while, I was unsure if I was straight or gay because of the way that these people made me feel. All the things that I like to do. So I hid myself because I didn't know what I was or who I was. And it turns out that I am, straight. But there was that confusion from all the problems and all the stuff that I let other people on the outside control how I felt and thought. And all those people I forgive because I understand that, they're going through pain, they're going through hurt. There's probably something in their life that they don't feel comfortable about. Go. Walk. Go. Go. Walk. Go. So today, I work on not thinking the worst about stuff. I work on sticking to my boundaries. I work on procrastination. I work on my feelings. And today we're going to talk about comfortability too, because I've been doing more and more stuff that takes me out of my comfort zone. That just being who I am and true to myself and letting people know my favorite color, the things that I like to do, the stuff that I find joy in, and I'm not hiding it. And just being the person that I am makes me uncomfortable because I have not been comfortable in my own body forever. And now that I'm making these big changes, I'm going out of my comfort zone at a constant. I am doing better and seeing life, and even though I love and miss my girlfriend and I have the feeling of loneliness and despair throughout every single day, I still feel happiness. I still feel joy and love and compassion. I still have those feelings, and they take over often. I do have the missing part. My person no longer wants to be my person. That is a part of life sometimes for some people. And unfortunately for a majority of people. But that doesn't mean that you stop living. That doesn't mean that you just stay in the comfort zone of not growing, not trying to do better, not trying to succeed. You don't just sit in your house and sulk because that's the comforting thing to do. Because in the end, it's not going to make you happy. You got to get out of your comfort zone. You got to go and try new things. I know that it's scary to get on a roller coaster, but go fucking ride that roller coaster. I know that it's scary to go bungee jumping, but go bungee jumping. Do the stuff that will bring you thrill, excitement. Read a book. Go watch a movie that you would never watch. Scary movie. Go watch a comforting movie. Go watch a sappy love story. Because it's going to help you change. It's going to help you become a person that you didn't see yourself before. And you might not like seeing a sappy movie. But there might be that one that you do like. And if you're spending time with the people that you want in your life, a sappy movie is not going to be bad. Just don't focus on the movie if you don't like it. Focus on the environment around you. Focus on your own headspace. Focus on your own body. Focus on your feelings and how you feel about when you see the moments in the movie. Being in a comfort zone seems easier, and that's because it is. It's easier to just wake up and do the same thing that you do every single day, even if it is stressful, because you're used to it. But getting out of the comfort zone actually makes you feel fulfilled, like you're not wasting your time. When you're sitting there and you're in sadness, you're worried, you're just downright in a state of despairment, of social anxiety, life seems impossible. It seems hard. But when you step out of those feelings, when you step out of that comfort zone that most people rely on a daily basis, you understand that it's just a feeling, that it's not you. You understand that your thoughts are just thoughts. It's not you. Who you are is a person that puts the thoughts and the feelings together and then takes that action. And if you let your thoughts and your feelings control your actions, then you will be your thoughts, you will be your feelings, you will continue to not understand and know who you are. Stay in the comfort zone sometimes. It's nice to be grateful for the stuff that you have. It's nice to enjoy the stuff that you work so hard for. But understand that enjoyment, that gratefulness, they're just feelings too. It's not who you are. It's just a feeling. Who you are is the person that takes action after you've put thought into what you want to do, after you've deciphered through your feelings of how you truly feel. Sometimes this can take 20, 30 minutes just to figure it out. The more that you practice, the more that you understand, and the more situations you find yourself in, you're going to become better and better and better. Now, I'm not saying go out and look for uncomfortable, miserable positions, but when those situations come up, pay attention. Do what you think needs to be done, not how you feel. Do what you're supposed to do. Think about how you feel. Think about how the other person feels. Take and watch your thoughts go by through your head to understand that you're going to have a million different thoughts about this one situation. And then take those thoughts and those feelings and consider the actions and reactions of what happened. Because as you do that, it will get easier to make the right decision. It will get easier, faster, and life won't seem so miserable, like it's taking forever to end. In reality, we don't want it to end. We want to be happy, not comfortable. We want to be at peace, not comfortable. We want to know who we are. We don't want to be the person that only relies on the stuff that's around them. And to fix that problem, you just have to take that step forward. Think about it, write the stuff down, do everything that you think that you need to get better, to love yourself, to prove to yourself that you can get through anything and that you can do anything. Because the more that you think like that and act like that, the more life is going to deliver you happiness and joy and less sadness and hurt. And on the run, we work to fix our problems so that way we can feel the peace, the joy, the happiness. Because if we run away from them, eventually they're going to come back and haunt us. You can't live life running. You have to live life fixing and working. And that is what it is on the run.